Good day guys, Felix Lee here. Beautiful Tuesday morning today, and I'm just out here in the playground with my son. You know, accompanying him is we're gonna play insect catching. Here you go. Here's my son with his cute little insect catcher. So just before I make today's video today, I'm gonna share with you guys the resources that I use, the books that I read throughout my planning in retirement. Ah, wow. I'm not sure whether you guys can see this or not. You guys can see the flock of birds that are flying. Wow. They're just simply amazing. They are like probably 20, 30s of those birds flying, you know. And I'm pretty grateful that I have the chance to witness this, you know, being in the park probably. Now it's just around 8 o'clock right now. So I'm pretty grateful to have the opportunity to be out here with my son playing, accompanying him playing before I get into my work on my business. Today I want to share with you guys about the books that I read, the personal development stuff that I use throughout my 6 months plan in my retirement prior to me quitting my full-time job. So I'll see you guys soon then. Okay, bye. Hi guys, Felix Lee here, now back in my home office at my home. So before, you know how I show you guys that I took my son at our local park, and it got me thinking that every single day when I do my morning walk, I only see a few people, you know, that are actually enjoying or being able to walk around the park and take a moment to actually breathe in the fresh air. And the fact that I live in an estate that full of houses, full of people around me, but yet only a few people, less than 1%, that would say, not have that luxury of having the time being able to enjoy our park. Life is about, you know, sometimes the enjoyment in your life is not about the money or things that you can buy, but it's about having the ability to enjoy the moment and enjoy what is around you. You know, I remember going to, you know, my trip to Queenstown, New Zealand. I was looking around the beautiful, magnificent view, the mountain, the beautiful. If you watch one of the videos that we sent out to you guys, you know, it has the magnificent views of New Zealand or Queenstown mountains that are covered with snow, and that views are simply astonishing. And the point that I'm making here today is that only a few percentage of people that will take out a time for themselves to enjoy what is around them, to take a moment to look into it, like simple thing like looking at your hands, being grateful of you still have hands that you can move, that you can touch, you can feel, you're having the eyes that being able to enjoy the views that God has created. And then same goes with, you know, the local park that we have with a beautiful, you know, landscaping and all that, but only a few people, only a few households that regularly can go out there and enjoy the park. It is an irony, isn't it, in life? Sometimes you work hard and hard, you work harder, and you know, you got promoted into a certain positions, but yet you do not have time to enjoy the fruit of your labor. And I bet a lot of people, and probably include you can tell me that you are working hard, and I believe you. But sometimes you need to take a moment out of your life and also re-examine what you do, whether what you do is worthwhile, you know, whether what you do is being appreciated, or whether what you do is productive. Productive means that have you done the best that you can do? Have you done something within the best ability of you? I'm talking from my experience, like in a office environment. I keep asking myself, you know, I'm grateful that I have this job as
I have the job that as a base for me to move on, for me to save money. But then I was thinking, do I give my full ability in this job? Can I use my full ability or the best of myself in this job? No, there are so many limitations in a job. And then it got me thinking of following, because one of the success leaves clue. So if you look around, look at your result, look at other people's result. Successful people have successful results. So the number one thing that you might want to do is find a mentor who are already successful that you want to follow. Okay? Because success itself is not an end destination that people need to achieve, but in fact success is a journey that you are able to enjoy, being able to have fun with what you do. I mean, not many people can tell me, in my eyes, in front of me, saying that I love my job. I do come across a few people that are in a job that love their job, but less than 1% of people will probably say that they love their job. So today I just also want to share with you the books, the resources that I read or listened to while in the 6 months prior to my retirement. Okay, I handed in my retirement letter on December 2013. The reason why I handed my retirement letter, or the reason why I have the courage to do so, is because of this book. Okay, let me show you this book. This is one of the books that I read before. It's called A 4-Hour Work Week by Timothy Ferriss. This book, it teaches you how to make your life productive in terms of business, in terms of life in general, how you can cut down a 40 hours work in a week to a 4 hours work in a week. A lot of things that you do in life, you realize it or not, are a waste of time. But if you truly find a method to actually compress that and actually work a way out to make it becomes a 4-hour work week, can you imagine how your life is gonna be like? When I first read this title, 4-hour work week, yeah, right, I was thinking, how on earth can you do a 4-hour work week? But with the technology, with online businesses in place, it is possible. I'm myself, I'm actually doing more than 4 hours. Obviously, I'm doing 4 hours a day instead of 4 hours work week. But obviously, this book is a book that explains to you, teaches you, shows you ways for you to reduce your work hours to become a 4 hours work week. And obviously, it doesn't happen in one day, but it is a progression for you to work towards too. And in fact, in this particular book, I've got a key for me to think and give me the courage to retire from my job. It shows me, what is it, one of the questions that it asks in the book to its audience or to its reader is, what is the worst case? Have you actually really put your thought into the case of you being fired from a job, or you quitting a job, or you retiring from a job? What is the worst case that can happen to you? It actually give you a kind of like a thinking base for you to go, so you can actually explore your options, and at the end concluded that it wasn't that bad after all. You still can survive, and on top of it, or what is the most beautiful part of it, is that you are able to enjoy and do what you love in life, and to explore your passion, your passion in life, what you are passionate to do in your life, to do your business, to do something new in your life. So that book, that is why I believe nothing happened by accident. When I come across to this book, I know I'm ready. And as soon as I had the chance, as I explain it always, I talk about it always, a 1-minute decision in your life will decide where you can go. 1 minute or less than a minute. 1 minute in your head, in your mind, can change the whole directions of your life. A minute that you take a decision that says, that's it, I have enough, never again I'm gonna go back. That 1 minute will turn away your life around. towards a whole heaps of new directions in life. That 1 minute of decisions that's, okay, I'm gonna quit my job, I'm gonna retire from my job. That 1 minute decision will change entire view, entire journey of your life. So think about it, when it comes to an action, it doesn't have to cost a lot of money, but you just have to think. You just have to keep putting your thinking cap on. Successful people, as they say, are master of communication or master communicator to other people, but that includes themselves, that includes yourself. I talk to myself every single day. That is what I do every single morning when I wake up. Before everyone else wake up, it is still dark pitch. I went out there, I wake up 1 hour earlier just to went out there and talk to myself, talk a powerful stuff, being grateful for what I have. What is my motivation? What do I want to do today? Living life on my term. And also, what is my goal? I keep talking to my mind saying that, to build my confidence up, to build the muscles of my mindset, of my attitude, so it becomes stronger each day and every day. And from that particular book, I didn't continue, never in a day that I've stopped learning. You come across any people in my life, you can ask them. I never stopped learning, even in the office, even when I was in my workforce. I actually plugged and listened to the audio, a training audio, like a self-development audio, to help me grow, because I know without me growing, my result wouldn't grow. Same in a job, if you do not have extra skills, if you do not have extra knowledge in certain things, you will not go upper level, right? Same in business. If you do not have that extra values in you, if you do not have that extra self-development in you, people wouldn't come to you and your business will suffer because of that. That is why in our team we emphasize strongly on self-development. In fact, one of the most important things people can do once they plug into our system, they got everything they need. Everything they need is pretty much given. But one thing that you need to do, or people need to do, is self-development. Because it's through self-development you actually unlock your potential, and also you are able to offer value to people, to your team, and people can see you as a leader because they can see you know what you're talking about, and that you have fun, and you just pretty much coming from an abundance point of view. And then another books that I want to recommend is this book by Mike Dillitz. Okay, this book is I bought it as an ebook. It has all the things that I believe is very powerful if you're involved in a network marketing industry, because it teaches you that it teaches you how, if you are not a leader in network marketing business, then you don't actually have a business as such. If you are becoming a follower, keep having that follower mentality, then you wouldn't come up as a top income earner, or you wouldn't probably even survive in the network marketing industry. And it is through this book that I've actually grown myself becoming a leader. And a lot of credits to this book that I've learned and becomes what we call the hunter. Instead of me hunting for prospect, people come asking me to join me. People come asking of how I can help them. Wouldn't it be better? Because imagine having a garden. Would you rather chase a butterfly, one butterfly with your nets, or would you rather build a garden and let butterfly fly to your garden? What will you choose? So in that particular book, if you haven't, I will copy and I will provide a list of the books that I've read, and hopefully you can actually have that access as well, because those books have changed my life. Any books, any self-development books out there, I believe are very powerful, especially once you have your right mindset on, and I believe nothing else will stop you from achieving your goal. Continue on with the next books that I read. This is a book by John C. Maxwell. It's a 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. Remember, I believe nothing happened by accident. The books that I read, the books that I choose to read, sometimes it follows the sequence, because it says, I've learned about leadership. Now, how do I grow myself as a leader? Become a better leader, become the best leaders as I can be. Then it flows to the next book, which is a book that I've read when I was back in uni 10 years ago. It didn't click to me as such when I read it first, but after I transformed myself, after I developed myself as a leader, all the laws in this book are quite, it opens up my mind, and also it just clicked to me, because when I read it I can see, I know what he's talking about. This is a real example, and I can see the examples in my own life, and I can see the directions that I can teach people to become the leader, to become a better leader themselves. Because a lot of people come into the network marketing industry or multi-level marketing industry or online business thinking that they don't have to become a leader, they can just be the followers all day long, or all the life of their online income journey. But it doesn't work that way. If you keep having that mentality of a follower, then no one will follow you. And then how on earth would you earn income, a good income, if you don't have your asset, which is your follower, which is your list? So if you haven't got anything at all, if you give me excuses that you don't have money right now, you don't have money to get started in the business, hey, books in a library, they're free, or ebooks. There are whole heaps of great books out there that you can access affordably, and I would say that that's the number one investment that you need to make on yourself. People can go to uni, and I was wondering, I was amazed by people spending tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars going to university and spending that money to get a degree. And then at the end of the day, that degree might not even help you to get your career. Or some people even after they got to a master degree, they didn't have any job at all, because life is not just about having a degree. I came from a university background. My study, I was great academically. I get a really good score. I had average high distinction in all my subjects. But I can tell you, all the textbooks that I read, some of them are useful, but most of them, I would say, I'll never use it in my life. But the books that I read, these books probably cost a quarter less than my uni book. But these books, I would say, would sum up more than all the books that I've read in uni. That's why self-development is such a powerful tool. When you look at leaders, when you look at successful people, they come from various different kind of background, and most of them, I would say most of them, comes from a background that either they were poor, they don't have a great income from their family or from their parents. They are all self-made successful people, because they know it is all in here. They have that belief, they have that desire, and for them to have the courage to pursue their goals. Continue on. Okay, this is the next book that I read. It's called Leading with Billy Graham. It's all about leadership again. It's all about reading people's story, and then I find it interesting reading history of people's story rather than textbook of rules. But I like it to learn from people who are successful, learning from their story, learning from their experience, and then learning from their life, because it is interesting to see life of other people, especially successful people, and how you can learn from that. And this is a book, it's called Power of Man, The Power of Man. This book gave me a reason for me to think why I need to be the role model in my house. I need to be the leader in my house. Because a man is destined to be a leader in their own house, in the community, and to become a role model for your child, for anyone around you. And it is through this book. This book is actually being given by my wife, I think, as my Christmas present. And I love it because it gives me a perspective of what a man should be. A lot of men out there, they don't have the integrity. They lose integrity. They keep searching for integrity because they don't have role model. and I do not want that to happen to my son, because I want people around me to be able to enjoy and to be able to live the fullest in their life. And then it comes to this book. This is just a couple of weeks before my retirement date. It is a really thick book. It is called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Most of you probably would have read this book, and if you haven't, I 100%, 110% recommend that for you to read it, because it has all the things that you need, the mindset that you need for you to be successful, for you to be able to achieve your goals. And this particular book, when I read it a couple of weeks before my retirement, it gives me a whole new level, way of thinking, of seeing myself, of finally realizing and unlocking the potentials that I already have in myself. If you're looking at yourself, thinking how on earth you can be a leader, how on earth you can be leading hundreds or thousands of people, then you can probably look at the examples of other people, other successful people who are already successful. We all started from the same base. We all started with probably almost zero knowledge, but then it grows. Most important thing is for you to grow, because the growth is the momentum that you need to build for your successes. Remember, success leaves clue, and also success is built on successes. Success is not built on failures. Think about your life, what you have right now. Most of the times you probably have things that you wishing for, you are dying to get it for. But then you don't have, right now you already have it, you don't appreciate as such, because you forgot that it was through struggle, it was through your own hard work that you finally get it. Probably the job that you are in right now. Did you remember when you first got the job? Did you feel that, wow, you can do it? So if you build your life upon those successes, knowing that you have the ability that you need to become successful, then you will go out there and then just grab it. And this Think and Grow Rich books by Napoleon Hill is actually one of the books, I think one of the first book, audiobook or ebook, that in our team training library that I get access on straight away. As soon as I got access into my team training library, this is the first book that I downloaded, and I thank God that I came across this one first, because it just gives me, a whole different games to play right now. And that is why I believe every single day, if you open up your heart, open up your mind to anyone, you will learn something from that people, from book, from people around you. And especially if you surround yourself with more successful people, with people with a higher standard, then surely you will grow your own standard. You will actually break from your shell and know that, hey, if these people can do it, I can do this too. And I'm saying to you that if I can do it, you can do it too. I truly believe that every single person have the uniqueness that they can bring into this life. There is no point of living small in your life, because with living small, if your light is so small, you can't even light on other people's life. But if you live big, dream big, then the light in you can shine upon other people, and other people to pass on the light to generations, or to even bigger people or broader people. And I truly hope that today's video will somehow create a mindset for you, knowing that self-development is truly important. It is not BS, but it is through belief system. It is through what happening in your head, because constantly you will face battles every single day in your life. When it comes to business, every single steps are simple. Every single steps are easy to follow. But what is hard is when it comes to facing challenges, facing roadblocks, facing failures. What do you do? What do you say to yourself? It is through developing that mental or attitude mindset and muscles, just training your muscles to be stronger. It is through that then you are able to break through and persist and persevere until you are successful. So that's why hanging out around our mentor, around people who are already successful are important, because you need that support, and at the same time you need a people with a higher standard for you to look up and grab, and also, you know, aim it as your own target in your life. So thanks again guys for watching my video. I truly hope that you have a blessed day. Enjoy the present moment around you and remember to be alive. Okay, see you guys next. Bye bye.